Hello guys and girls, welcome back to another video. In this one we are talking about the milestone that we hit, which is 450 subscribers. We're more closer to 460, but it's whatever. A lot of people tend to drop off during these videos, so I'm like, huh. Is it to troll me? I don't know. But regardless, we're 50 away from 500 subscribers, which is actually really crazy. The channel's performance this year at the beginning is absolutely insane. I didn't expect so many people to actually watch my videos. Literally at the end of 2020, I thought my channel was basically dead, and so many people, and for some reason the YouTube algorithm's just recommending my videos. So I'm just very thankful for the people that have come around and subscribed and hit that button. Another thing that's really dope is the comments. The comments have been super supportive of what I've been doing, and I just cannot thank you guys enough. It really means a lot to me. I really just didn't expect to have so much support, especially with my most recent videos, so really thank you. So what's the future of content looking on this channel? Well, I'm not too sure. I just make videos based on the ideas that come up in my head, and so it's just like, what to make next? And once I brainstorm and make pretty much a list, then I just go off of that and go from there. Some videos require a bit of research, and some videos just are kind of easy for me to make. And although I say easy, video editing has just come natural to me, which is why I kind of like editing and making videos, because I can just do it in my own way instead of, having a certain criteria, etc. But the next video that I do intend on making is modding my Nintendo 3DS, because, or 2DS, god damn it. The naming is so stupid with Nintendo consoles. The new Nintendo 2DS. This is what this is. I mean, I guess it's good that it's called a 2DS, so it wasn't falsely marketed, but at the same time I'm just like, bruh, this is too much. They call this the new Nintendo 2DS, but yeah, modding my new Nintendo 2DS and basically just giving you guys a rundown of what I did and how I modded it. It was just a really fun experience. I won't say why I modded it, but generally with just modding anything in general, especially my PS3 that's currently broken right now. I'm looking over there because it's right over there with no disk drive. I hope the disk drive's not broken, it's just the ribbon cable. Besides the point, I just like modding old consoles because it just adds a whole new life to them that you just wouldn't have expected any other way. So that's the main reason why I mod my consoles. And for the more specific reason is to just back up my games that I have physically. So another thing that I'd like to talk about is the, new setup here. Now, some of y'all probably noticed, but yeah, I did move, and it wasn't a terrible move, but it was also like, moving sucks. I moved so many times in the last probably 5 to 6 years, and it's just been hell, honestly. Like, so this is actually a stable home. Like, I don't have to be afraid of like moving out, whatever, unless, bullshit occurs, but that's just a common occurrence with, my life, so whatever. So with that being said, let's move on to the Q&A. Also, if you haven't already, please join the goddamn Discord server. It gives you notifications, updates to when I upload, unlike YouTube, and you can actually view the video, unlike what YouTube does. So join the Discord if you want to come into one of these AMAs, just so that you're a part of it and that you're not missing out, because I think it's dumb to just be like, yo, AMA here. Leave a comment with questions here, and hopefully I remember to answer them in the next video. But regardless, just leave in the comments what questions you have, and then I'll answer them for the next video. But the main platforms that I do use is Discord and Twitter. So if you want to be in these AMAs again, please be sure to join the Discord server, because I prefer you to join the Discord server than, follow me on Twitter. But you can follow me on Twitter too and still, get the heads up to when I do these. Starting off with the first question from Andreas: what's your opinion on the Guilty Gear series? Now, I haven't played Guilty Gear, so I don't necessarily have an opinion on that. So, yeah, I've only played Zerd, and I've played Arc Sys games before, like Cross Tag Battle and Persona 4 Arena and Ultimax. But in general, I don't play them enough to actually have an opinion on them. But although I will say Cross Tag Battle is very imbalanced, and on top of that, Persona 4 Arena and Ultimax are really fun and actually seem sort of balanced. Just Cross Tag Battle is crazy. It's too crazy for me almost. So yeah, the new Messiah. Why my pee hard? I don't know why I did that. Nah, for real. What's your favorite SMT spinoff aside from Persona? That's a good question. I mean, I've played some Nocturne, but my PS3 died. I don't think I've necessarily played another game that's a spin-off of the SMT series, sadly, but I do plan on getting into other games of that series that were on the PS2 generation. Granted, the motion blur isn't that bad. If you've played Persona 4 or Nocturne on emulation, the motion blur is so awful, and that's the main reason why I was trying to play Nocturne on my PS3, just to see if the motion blur was any better, because it was like input delay and motion blur, and it's weird. It's just how they developed games back then, and I can't seem to understand why. But regardless of that, I do want to get into them at some point, but I've been playing other games, so it's been it's just taken a minute, so I do apologize. The next question comes from Maui, and he says, Yaoi AMA? This ain't Yaoi's AMA. Get out of here! The next question comes from Marty. How can I be cool and hip like you, Distress? I'm cool and hip? Who says? The next question comes from Maui. How did you get into the whole technical aspect of building your own PC and modding your PS3? You seem to have a knack for those sorts of things. Well, with building my computer, I took class in IT at my high school for it, but I was already quite invested to build my own computer, and I think it was 2013 when the next gen consoles were just getting announced, and I was like, or maybe it was 2012, but I was just really sorely disappointed by them, and they just didn't seem like it was really worth getting a, new console. Needless to say, I got Xbox One, and I don't buy Xbox stuff besides their controllers, which are the best thing, but, this generation, they seem to be really good with emulation. But I just still won't buy them because they don't have any exclusive games that I particularly want, especially coming from the JRPG side of games. Now, I'll play indie games, I'll play whatever games. It just has to be fun and entertaining and, gets me going. But to answer your question, without rambling any longer, I built my own computer to just have it how I wanted because, in the past, with especially pre-builds, they would give you their Pacifica motherboard, their Pacific RAM, and it's usually really shit. Like, there's computers that ship with like 1 stick of RAM, and it's like a generic ass RAM stick. It's not even anything good. It's just a generic ass RAM, and it's the green stuff. It's awful. So I don't know why they do that, but you need the cool plate helps so that you can overclock it and have it at the specified megahertz without it bugging out. Now I've had RAM issues in the past, but I've been able to fix them because I know what I'm doing with computers, not with the MSI board I have. So I don't buy MSI boards anymore, not no more. And I don't buy MSI boards because of the amount of issues that I've had with MSI boards. My friend has a graphics card problem right now from an MSI card, so just don't buy. The only advice I can give is just do not buy MSI boards. I've bought in so many ASUS things that I feel like I'm an ASUS fanboy. So if you're looking to build something like your own, just get ASUS Brandon. That's how I'm saying. Just get ASUS branding, and I think you'll be pretty good. But all the other brands besides MSI should do you good. So yeah, just make sure it has good VRAM cooling, and yeah, you're pretty much set. On the modding side of modding my PS3 and such, it's just mainly to have backups of my games. Like, I don't want like a cartridge to go bad, a disc to go bad, or something to happen in the future where I don't have access to them because the disc went bad, or it got scratched, or you know what else? Whatever else can happen, and the calamity of things. So you lose it, you know, at least there's a backup on your PC. Same can't be said about my PS3 currently because it's broke. So once that's fixed, I'm backing up my shit and probably not touching it for a while because I'll be scared if it will just break on me. So Marty asks, what's your creative process for making videos? An idea that just pops, or do you study stuff that would be cool to showcase? Well, with my videos, I just really, when I have an idea, I just go for it and make it, and then when I want, if I don't know how to do something in terms of editing, I look it up and figure it out, and it ends up, the final product actually comes out really well. There are a lot of things and a lot of examples that I can give that I've used in After Effects that I've just found on YouTube, and it's just really dope to be able to create those and just figure out how to do it. So YouTube's your friend if you ever want to like learn how to edit. Just look it up and you'll be able to find it easily. I learned how to do keyframes from YouTube and from just messing around with it myself, so that's my advice there. If anyone is trying to get into editing, that would be my advice. Just mess around and eventually you'll get it good, and look up things that you of course don't know or don't feel comfortable with sitting there and messing around with. K Maka G asks, if there's one part of your life you could go back and relive, what would it be? Well, honestly, that's a hard decision because I really don't know. In terms of my life, it's always been kind of hard, but I don't know. When I was a kid, I seemed to enjoy things more and just not really knowing about the bullshit that's been going on and just, you know, enjoying myself living. So I guess like when I was a kid, just playing the PS2 and playing Kingdom Hearts on the PS2, I guess those would be the memories that I'd like to relive again, but that'd be the only way I can answer that. So yeah. On to the last question, potentially. With you using Twitter less now, what do you do with that time now? I relax. I don't deal with incompetent bullshit that floods my timeline, because a lot of the people that I, you know, was interacting with for a while, it just caused unnecessary bullshit. Not only that, they intertwine themselves in drama and just constantly keep causing bullshit from themselves. And then I know what I actually had to do recently is just delete all the conversations I was in because of just, I would see them go private, deactivate, and it's just like, what the fuck? Why do you take this so seriously, man? Like, a lot of people that I considered friends on there ended up just turning their back to me, and I just felt defeated because I tried being there for them, I tried actually being a friend for them, and they ended up just treating me like shit, so fuck them. In the actual last questions from 06 Noob on Twitter, what a question asked, and now we're on Twitter. Cancel me now. 06 Noob asks, Makoto Yuki or Minato Arisato, whichever, I don't know how to say that, but regardless, the Persona protagonists are names that you can name your characters on the start of the game, so it's whatever you portray that character to be, whether it's your name, a different name, etc. So with Makoto, in that sense, is the anime name. You can say Makoto in a Persona Discord server, they'll be like, which Makoto? And then it just becomes confusing, because then you have other people dropping the conversation and like, P5 Makoto is the best, and then they're like, we're not talking about P5 Makoto, we're talking about P3 Makoto. And I guess Minato, I hope I'm saying that right, is more, I guess, unique to that character, so that's more easily identifiable who you're talking about. So I don't know. Just I stick to just calling them P3 protag, P4, P5, etc. So I don't know. And then if I choose one, the P3 fan base is gonna be mad at me. So I'm staying neutral. And with that, thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end of the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.